What's up, Fin fans? Josh Clow here from the Cleaver Podcast, and I got a couple of stuff for you guys today. Very briefly, I'm going to touch about this stupid ESPN reporter saying the Dolphins go 0-16. Go in a little topic on players who's going to be hopefully be taking the next step for the Miami Dolphins, and I'm going to touch on some channel updates and some news and moving forward for the channel and stuff in that nature. So some stupid guy from the ESPN. I forgot what his name was. He's that irrelevant to me, honestly. So the Dolphins are gonna go 0-16 this year. Vegas bets and stuff like that. And he says at worst they're gonna be a three. At best they're gonna be a 3.5 win team, over and under. So to the guy who said the Dolphins go 0-16, I don't think you watch football. The Dolphins have enough talent to at least win 2 games. I mean, worst case scenario, we win again against the Jets and probably the Bengals. Maybe one against the Bills and maybe an upset on a playoff team because that's what crappy teams do anyway. But I don't know what you've watched before. You have to try to go 0-16, in my opinion. Like the Browns, there was a lot of young talent, but piss poor coaching and not the greatest players. I mean, they've drafted in free agency well since then, but you really got to try to go 0-16. Like for a team that's rebuilding, who has a hopefully the next franchise coach under the greatest coach of all time, in my opinion. I think that Bill Belichick is up there with Don Shula as the greatest coach of all time to ever lived. I mean, worst season's 11-5 season. He has won He's won 6 Super Bowls, 3 in the beginning, 3 near the end, with 2 different eras of the team. I mean, the only person that stayed consistent was Tom Brady. So maybe one player, I don't know. And the coaching staff's changed since then, but you got Ryan Fitzpatrick who can win you some games, and then you got Josh Rosen who is upcoming, hopefully to win some games. So, I mean, we got a decent defense. I mean, we got one of the best corners in the league playing. You locked him up. We got one of the greatest back four. I mean, we were fifth or third something in the league in interceptions. I mean, we were doing pretty damn good at that, but it is what it is. So you're dumb. Even I think the worst the Dolphins would do is 3 wins. So that's my opinion. I should be on ESPN at this point now. I've already given a better prediction. But moving forward, I am making a video on 3 players to hopefully take the next step and improve going into the 2019 season. And I didn't pick all these big name guys like Kenyon Drake or T.J. McDonald or stuff like that. I picked some young guys, or one guy you probably don't even you guys might not know, or you kind of heard of him but forgot about him, and that's Isaiah Ford. He was a draft pick from the Dolphins, I think 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago. I don't remember what year he was drafted, but he hasn't played a single snap in the NFL as the Miami Dolphins. He's been injured or practice squad, but I think he's going to hit the 53-man roster this year. He has a decent preseason numbers. I thought he did really well last preseason, but then the injuries took over. But in his college at Virginia Tech, in 39 games, 210 recording catches, 2,967 yards, and 24 touchdowns. And he has 2 gunslingers as a quarterback. I mean, he's probably not going to be a starting nine, but definitely the Dolphins will hit injuries at some point this season, and Brian Flores is probably going to get the young guys going. I mean, Kenny Stills, I don't think he's going to be the team not much longer. Just for the fact that Brian Flores is rebuilding, he's going to try to look at the younger guys. I do like Kenny Stills though, but in my point of view, I think Brian Flores is going to let him go after the next season, unless somehow he sparks off 1,500 yards and 13 touchdowns, which might happen. I don't know what's going to happen for the Dolphins. The Dolphins are up in air, but I think Isaiah Ford is going to take that step and really come in as a good draft pick for the Dolphins did, and hopefully, 500 or so yards, a couple touchdowns, as a backup wide receiver. The next guy I got is another wide receiver, Jakeem Grant. He was gonna have a breakout year last year, I think so, but the injury, I think he what Achilles, I think it was him. There was a couple of guys with different injuries. I think it was Achilles for Jakeem Grant. Took him out for the rest of the season. He's a fast guy. He's small, but he's fast. He's a running back size, but he is a slot receiving wide receiver. But in 42 games, he has 34 recording and only 471 yards and 4 touchdowns. So if he can play all 16 games, which he should be a week 1 starter or at least week 1 playing, if he plays all 16 games, he should have 1,000 yards and maybe 8 touchdowns. It doesn't matter who's quarterback. I mean, you got 2 gunslingers. If you're fast enough, breakaway, or you're wide open in the middle, should get at least what? At least 40 yards a game, at least. You know, if you catch and run, which is like a Jarvis Landry type thing, which I think they did play together on his rookie year, so, you know, learn from that. And then the style of play Albert Wilson plays too. I think those guys are going to be working real well together. But Jakeem Grant should be taking that next step up and, you know, prove his worth to be on the Miami Dolphins. If not, he's going to be on probably another team, but his biggest chances with the Miami Dolphins right now. And the third guy I have is Vincent Taylor. He's a defensive end, or defensive tackle, really. Or he's on the D-line. But I think he was playing some good football last year. I think injury also took him over last year. I'm not sure. I don't really remember if that happened to him. There was a lot of guys on injury. I know we had 17 people on IR. But in 21 games, he has 45 tackles, 2 sacks, 4 tackles for loss, and 4 quarterback hits. I think that with the revision of the line, you know, with our new rookie defensive guy, Christian Wilkins, and I don't know if we have William Hayes. I didn't look into that. But I think with a defensive standpoint or defensive mindset for the as Brian Flores for the Dolphins, he can really take hopefully, you know, break out. Defensive tackle was, you know, it's harder to break out. There's only a very few of them that are really good, and then so, you know, if he can get like 8 sacks in this season, you know, be that run stopper defensive tackle the Dolphins have been really need to be relying on. You know, Namakusu really didn't help, and then William Hayes was pretty good, but then, you know, tore his ACL on that stupid, you know, thing trying not to rough the passer and stuff. But Vincent Taylor has the promise in the upcoming of being a great defensive tackle. He just has to put himself into it. New scheme might help him also. So those are my 3 guys that should, you know, go over the hump, take that next step, and be hopefully, you know, good franchise standing players and help build this team into a, you know, winning culture contending team. So those are my 3 guys. And lastly, channel update, if you guys are still watching or any of you guys still care, I am financially stable enough to go get a new computer, so hopefully with the new computer I'll be doing some hope videos from there for a while until, you know, I make more money and get some cameras and stuff and actually full 100%, you know, with the editing and the technology and stuff. But I will be doing some editings hopefully soon. I'm looking at next weekend. You know, I get paid Thursday night, Friday morning, and on the weekend I will probably go to Best Buy and some other places, do some research to find, you know, the best computer I can find and start doing stuff there. Hopefully get a mic also so you guys can have better quality. I know some of you guys, through the phone it's alright. If you guys are watching this with the computer, I know it is hard to hear, so I'm working on it, guys. So like I said, I think I'm financially stable enough to go and grab, you know, a new computer, hopefully a mic, and, you know, just have better quality videos for you guys because you guys deserve it. And I think that I'm getting better now at this YouTube thing. You know, I'm still kind of brand new to it, but you guys deserve better. And then I'm thinking about changing the name of the channel, Cleaver Podcast. I liked it at first, but I think that it's time to move on to a better, suitable name. Cleaver does have a slight sting to it, you know, being a knife and all, and, you know. So I'm gonna try to find me and Mike, the guy that I do the podcast with on Thursdays. We're gonna, you know, come up with a name it's more suitable for the channel. So don't be surprised if the Cleaver Podcast does change it to another name. We're just finding a better name for it, and hopefully, make a better logo. And I kind of just scratched something up as a decent logo, so hopefully I can make a really good logo for you guys, something interesting and intriguing. So that's the channel update. I'm letting you guys, and then the three guys I told you that hopefully take the standpoint. So thank you guys for watching. If you guys are watching at this point, thank you guys for supporting me. Thank you for all the guys that have subscribed to me. If you haven't, please subscribe to me. Like I said, with the new technology, I'm going to try to get better. I'm really looking forward to the season. Hopefully the season, I'll start taking off more, trying to make videos every day. The off season's kind of boring, so there's not a lot of Dolphin stuff going on. But once the season hit, I will try to be doing daily videos on the Dolphins. I got a lot of things coming up. I'm going to do my own power rankings. We're still going to have a podcast. We're going to have a couple of features coming in on the podcast. And it's going to be great, guys. So thank you for your time. Hope you guys enjoy your day coming into Tuesday, Wednesday, whenever you guys watch this. And, hope you guys have a great day, and thank you guys for watching. Thank you.